I am very excited today because I got my first request, which is for the 2 classical mat exercises, scissors and bicycle. And I rarely teach them because it's a difficult position to get into, but we're gonna warm up with our trusty friend, the foam roller, and then we're gonna try it. And then you can choose if you wanna do it fully on the mat or if you wanna do it fully on the foam roller. So here we go. Very excited. Thank you for reaching out. So go ahead and sit on the roller. I don't know why I'm starting this way. Actually, let's do this. It's fine this way. Roll down. And then pick your pelvis up and place your pelvis on the roller. Take a moment to be one with the roller. Fold those knees in, little tick-tock, little toe taps, whatever you want to do. I'm going to start with this little tick-tock. Just to get a sense of the weight of my pelvis, to wake it up, bring some blood and flow there. Because that's really the extension through our upper body and definitely through our pelvis is where the scissors and bicycle, the energy of it lies. So from here, let's just go ahead and hug one knee in, let that opposite leg reach out and just breathe into it 3 big breaths. Switch. It's a bit of an active stretch. So think little bow and arrow. This knee goes that way, toes go that way. We're trying to wrap those inner thighs. You can encourage some length in the hip there with this opposite hand. And then scoop back in. Lengthen the legs up. Take a moment to circle the ankles, let the blood rush back down. Give a little shake, 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 little in, out, in, out. And then just reach through your toes, reach through your legs, open up the back of your body. You can ground the arms here. And we're gonna open up to a scissor, wherever your scissor lays, as long as you can. So if you're feeling like this knee bends because we're this far this way, we're just gonna back off a little and reach as fully as you can, spiraling the kneecaps almost toward each other, and then back up. And switch, and notice this side might feel, for me it feels completely different. And back up, and reach out of the toenails. And up. Now you might notice I'm allowing right now my bottom leg to go a little bit lower rather than this. We're gonna do some seesaws in a moment. But just allow your bottom leg to reach down and out. Now if you notice, oh yeah, I reached so far that my ribs disconnect, let's scoop them back in. A little bit faster. 4 more. And then let's stay in one scissor. And we're going to scoop and arch. Again, I'm trying to keep my ribs pretty heavy. This is happening at my pelvis. So we're doing a pelvic tilt. We're smushing grapes. And then reaching through the sitting bones. Curl and arch. And curl and arch. Finding the in-between. Opening up a little bit. Let's do a little pulse, pulse, ooh, and reach up and switch. And then this all comes from the pelvis, the power of the pelvis. Scoop and arch. And pubic bone curls, pubic bone lengthens. And oops, I'm losing the roller. Scoop and reach and arch. Reach through those legs. Once more, scoop. And little seesaw, seesaw. Find the center place and then reach, reach. Now, from there, hopefully feel a little more alive. Let's actually shake it out a little bit. From there, we're just gonna do a scissor pattern. We're gonna do 1 scissor, 2 scissor, 3, stay, reach. Here we go. 1, finding a little bit more of that middle place now. And 2, and stay and reach. And scissor, scissor, stay and reach. And stay, reach both directions. And stay and reach. And 1 more each. Stay and reach. And stay and reach. Let that go. Remember that that's the pattern that we're gonna try with our hands under our pelvis. So, bicycles, let's try it. Let's imagine that we're on a bike that's way too big for us. The pedals are out of reach and we are going up a very steep hill. And reach. Feel all that energy that your muscles and joints need to produce to make the bike go up that hill. And 1 more each. And then for some reason, we've turned the bike around and we are biking uphill backwards. And just notice, does one leg touch the ground? How do your knees feel? I actually sometimes get a lot of releasing in my knees here, but only as long as I truly stay parallel. Otherwise, it feels a bit straining for me. So just notice what you're feeling as you move. 2, and now we turned around at the top of the hill. We're gonna speed down that hill and forward. I forgot to mention that. 8 more and reach. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We turn around, we go backwards down the hill. Pulse that breath. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we made it. Relax. I love using the roller. Typically, I don't use the hard roller, I use the soft one, but the hard one will keep us a little more elevated, so it opens up the pelvis a bit more. But I love that leg work. We don't have weights on, there's no resistance, and yet you might feel your inner thighs on fire. You hopefully feel that energy and work, positive work in the legs. If it feels okay, just let your legs open, let the sacrum, the pubic bone, the hip bones just open up a bit. Take a few yawning breaths there. If you think about scooping and curling your pubic bone, you might get a little bit of opening here and a little bit of, for me that feels really nice, like traction in my sacrum and lower spine. You might feel that deep core support here. And just another breath or two there. And then gently drag those legs in. Let's say thank you to our friend, the foam roller. Thank you for your service. And let's set it aside. So let's try the full version, the full classical version, because that for me is a full version. And the trickiest part is actually getting into it. So let's actually take a moment to stretch the shoulders. I'm going to turn this way. And let's take one arm up on your back as high as you are able. Now I'm gonna roll to my opposite side, just lay down, and then I'm gonna roll onto that shoulder. If that feels good, I'm gonna stay there. If I need or want a little bit more, I'm gonna tip the knees over and take a breath there. Unwind back to the opposite side. Let that hand release. Pick yourself up. Opposite. Take that hand up as high as you can. Lay down on the opposite side. And roll onto that hand, that arm. Be kind. This is a deep stretch. And I kind of love how we arrived here actually, right? Because we have 2 ball and socket joints in our pelvis, 2 ball and socket joints in our shoulders. So the 4 of them are getting some nice balanced work here. Yay. And then unwind, push yourself back up. Take a moment just to roll the shoulders out. Here we go. So there's so many pieces to get us into this. So from there, let's just rock up and rock back. No particular form in the legs, just reach. And reach, seeing if, that was too much energy, seeing if we can find a little bit of a balance. Let's try 3 more, let's try to find that balance. And I am definitely pressing down with my arms. Finding a little triangle of balance between the back of the head and the shoulders. On our next one, let's see if we can stay up in that balance. Wherever your feet land, they land. Hands. This is the tricky part here. Hands, elbows narrow. Hands to the back of your pelvis. And I like to point my fingers toward my bum. That way, I can create a bit of a shelf. Some folks like to do it out, fingers out. That does not feel good for me. So first, let's just see if we can find here. Settle out of it. Rock and roll again. Let's try it from here. Let's say this is the start of this exercise. We round back, we roll over. Find the bony bits of your sacrum. See if you can lengthen your pelvis up and over. So, right, this is a curl. That's an arch. Trying to find, really the pelvis is on a diagonal. My pubic bone, I can see it. Here I can't. Here it's way too much in my face. Let's find that diagonal. And let that go, rock up. I find it funny that I'm talking to you upside down. But let's try it one more time, and then we're gonna try scissor, 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 stretch. Scissor, 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 stretch. Bicycles and reverse bicycles. And then we'll call it a day. Here we go, take a big breath. Now, actually, before I do that, if this is unavailable to you right now, use the roller, do it again. Here we go. Pick your goal. Let's go. Round back, up and over. Find your top. Find narrow elbows. Find the shelf for your pelvis. And we're gonna try to stay as balanced as we can as we take 1, scissor, 2, stay and reach, and stay and reach, and stay and reach, and stay and big bicycles forward, uphill. 5, 6, 7, reverse, and it's a smaller hill. 6 and 7 and 8. Woo! Find your edge. Gently release out of it. We did it. Take a moment to let that go. Again, thank you for suggesting this. Actually, I forgot how much I enjoy this exercise, even though it kind of stabs my elbows a bit. But thank you for the request. I'm gonna rock myself up to face you. So either one, with our friend the roller or trying the shelf, valid, full expression, beautiful. So continue to practice because it's kind of a fun one that I forgot about. And please, if you have more suggestions or more exercises, videos, whatevs you want to see, please let me know. I am happy to play with you. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for the request. Enjoy your scissors and bicycle.